All right, here we are, everybody. Let's welcome. This is a first for Totally Jim Radio. It's a first time we get to welcome a guest who is in the Guinness Book of World Records. It's also a first time we have somebody that was on the show American Horror Story. And it's also the first time we have a guest that has a translator as well. So let's welcome the one, the only, Jyoti Amge. Jyoti, how are you doing? And the translator is the name Mumta?
Mamta.
Mumta, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Now, is
Jyoti
with you?
Yes.
This is Jyoti Amge from American Horror Story. And you are listening to Totally Braving Radio.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. You got it right.
तुमने सही बोला ज्योति उसने बोला है.
Thank you very much.
So, you've been in the news this week, a top trending story where it came out that you don't like people to pick you up and touch you all the time.
वो बोल रहा है कि तुम न्यूज़ से आई थी और उसमें बोला था तुमने कि तुम्हें नहीं पसंद कि लोग तुम्हें उठाए और बच्चे की तरह पकड़े.
हाँ, मुझे नहीं पसंद जब कोई एकदम छोटे बच्चे जैसे करे मुझे वो नहीं पसंद आता.
She said, yeah, I hate when people hold me like a baby. She said, I don't mind people holding me, but when somebody holds me as a baby, I don't like it.
Was she surprised that it was like such a top trending story?
जब ये सब ट्रेंडिंग हुआ था तब तुम चौंक गई थी?
क्या हुआ था?
जब ये टॉप ट्रेंडिंग में चल रहा था, जब ये न्यूज़ सबको चल रही थी तब.
नहीं, इतना याद नहीं मुझे.
ये पूछ रहे कि तुम चौंक गई थी, सरप्राइज हुई थी जब तुम्हारा ट्रेंडिंग हुआ था तब?
हाँ.
She's saying, yeah, she was very surprised.
So, what made her want to try to become an actor and get into Hollywood?
तुम्हें हॉलीवुड क्यों करना था, वो पूछ रहा है.
क्योंकि मुझे हॉलीवुड अच्छा लगता है और मैं पूरी अपनी लाइफ अपना कैरियर हॉलीवुड में ही बनाना चाहती हूँ और मैं फेमस हुई हूँ तो गिनीज वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड से हॉलीवुड से ही फेमस हुई हूँ.
She said, I started off from Guinness World Record, but I love Hollywood and I want to be famous in Hollywood.
Who were some of her favorite actors and actresses?
तुम्हारे favorite actors or actresses कौन है Hollywood में से?
अभी क्या बता सकती हूँ?
She said, I don't have any favorites just yet, but I would like to get to know more people so I can have favorites.
Okay. And what did her parents think of the idea of her wanting to try to become a star?
तुम्हारे मम्मी पापा को कैसा लगा था जब तुमने बोला कि तुम्हें फेमस होना है, स्टार बनना है?
मेरे मम्मी पापा को बहुत अच्छा लगा था और मेरे साथ मेरी पूरी फैमिली है और वो भी बहुत खुश है कि मेरा नाम पूरे वर्ल्ड में है और मैं इतनी फेमस हूँ. उनको बहुत खुशी होती है.
When she told her family, they were very excited for her, and now that she's becoming an actor, her entire family supports her, and they're very proud of her.
Oh, that's nice. That's good. And I saw she watches a lot of TV. Does she have favorite TV shows or movies?
वो बोल रहा है कि तुम बहुत टीवी देखती हो. तुम्हारे कुछ favorites है जो तुम्हें बहुत पसंद है?
अभी तो हाँ, मैं मूवी देखती हूँ इंडिया की फेमस हीरो की, सलमान खान की.
As of now, she watches Indian films, and her favorite actor is Salman Khan.
Okay. Was shocked when she got contacted to be on American Horror Story?
जब अमेरिकन हॉरर स्टोरी वालों ने तुम्हें कांटेक्ट किया था तब तुम सरप्राइज हुई थी?
हाँ, मुझे बहुत सरप्राइज लगा था और मेरे दीदी को पूछी अमेरिकन हॉरर स्टोरी मुझे वहाँ से ऑफर आया है। मुझे बहुत खुशी भी हुई थी और यकीन नहीं हो रहा था।
When American Horror Story contacted her, she was really surprised and she couldn't believe she was contacted by them to be an actress on their show.
Was she still in India when she was contacted, or was she already here in the United States?
तुम इंडिया में थी जब उसने कांटेक्ट किया था या फिर अमेरिका में थी?
मैं अमेरिका में न्यूयॉर्क में थी। मैंने इंटरव्यू में कहा था मुझे हॉलीवुड में आना है। इंटरव्यू देख के मेरे प्रोफाइल पेज पे मुझे ऑफर किया था। तब मैं इंडिया में थी।
She said she was in New York when she gave an interview and said she wanted to be a Hollywood actress, and they looked at her profile when she had that interview, and then when she got back to India, she had an email asking to be on American Horror Story.
Wow, that's exciting. So, what does she think of the United States? Like, she's been to New York. I mean, that's very overwhelming for a person in America. What was it like for her?
तुम्हें अमेरिका कैसा लगा जब तुम पहली बार आई थी तब?
मुझे अमेरिका बहुत अच्छा लगा और बहुत बहुत अच्छा लगा मुझे अमेरिका। और मैं लॉस एंजलिस भी गई तो वहाँ पे भी बहुत अच्छा लगा था मुझे। मैं वहाँ पे लॉस एंजलिस में सारे म्यूजियम घूमी और न्यूयॉर्क में टाइम स्क्वायर पे गई। मुझे बहुत इतने सारे देश घूम के आई पर सबसे ज्यादा मुझे अमेरिका पसंद आया।
She loves America. She's been to so many different countries, but of all, America stood out the most to her. She's been to New York in Times Square, which she loved very much, and she's also been to LA, and she enjoys it.
Nice. Now, how about I heard her they recently killed her off American Horror Story this past week, and was she upset by that?
वो बोल रही है कि जब तुम्हारा डेथ हुआ था शो में तब तुम सैड थी या फिर क्या लगा था तुम्हें?
मैं तो वो एक्टिंग करते वक्त भी हंस रही थी।
She said even when I was acting, I thought it was very funny.
और जब वो शो टीवी पे आ रहा था तब भी मैं अपने आप को देख के हंस रही थी।
Even when I watched the TV show, I laugh at the scene where I die.
Now, I saw a lot of the fans of the show were really upset that they killed off her character. How does that make her feel? Is she excited that she has such a strong fan base?
वो बोल रहा है कि उसने देखा कि तुम्हारे फैंस बहुत अपसेट है कि तुम्हारा डेथ होता है। तुम्हें ये सब देख के कैसा लगता है?
मुझे यकीन नहीं होता कि मेरे फैन इतने सारे हैं और इतने अपसेट है। मेरी उसमें शो में डेथ हो गई तो वो इतना गुस्सा कर रहे हैं अमेरिकन हॉरर स्टोरी वालों के ऊपर। और फिर मुझे उसके बाद अच्छा नहीं लगता कि नहीं मेरे डेथ नहीं होना चाहिए थी, ऐसा तो मुझे बुरा लगता है।
It's very exciting.
लोग बहुत फैन है। मेरी फोटो की स्टेज बना के ट्विटर पर पोस्ट कर रहे हैं, मुझे भेज रहे हैं। मुझे बहुत अच्छा लग रहा।
When she watches the show, she thinks it's funny that they kill her off. But then when she reads all the comments that her friends or her fans post on the internet, it upsets her, and she wonders, why did American Horror Story kill me off so soon? My fans are upset, so it upsets her. And she looks at all the pictures and the emojis that are made off of her show and all the memes. So she's very excited that she gets all of that.
Now, how about working on American Horror Story? Was there any hard parts for her, or was there any parts that she really enjoyed?
जब तुम अमेरिकन हॉरर स्टोरी का काम करती हो तब कुछ ऐसा है जो तुम्हारे लिए बहुत मुश्किल है या फिर जो तुम्हें बहुत पसंद है?
मुझे पसंद है काम शूटिंग करना और कोई कोई काम होता है जो मुश्किल होता है और मुझे मजा आता है.
She likes working on the show and filming. There are some things that are a little difficult for her, but she enjoys overcoming the difficulty.
Yeah, she seems like a very, very strong-willed person, and you have to give her credit for that. How about like a TMZ or a paparazzi? Have they like started following her around yet?
वो पूछ रहा है कि तुम्हारे पीछे कोई paparazzi लगे हुए हैं? वो लोग नहीं होते जो फोटोज खींचते रहते हैं तुम्हारे? वो मीडिया वाले.
मीडिया वाले. हाँ. वो तो हमेशा रहते हैं.
She said they're always around her. Normally when she's in India it happens more. She hasn't experienced any of it here just yet, but it happens in India a lot.
Does it get scary for her at any point?
तुम कभी डर जाती हो जब इतने लोग तुम्हारे पीछे आते हैं तब?
नहीं, मैं नहीं डरती.
She said no, it doesn't frighten her.
That's good. Now, also I saw there was a documentary about her a couple years ago, and she seemed very natural in front of the camera, being followed around by the camera. Would she be interested in doing like a reality TV show?
वो पूछ रहा है कि उसने तुम्हारा डॉक्यूमेंट्री देखा था. क्या तुम रियलिटी शो करने में कभी इंटरेस्टेड होगी?
हाँ.
क्या तुम्हें रियलिटी शोज पसंद है करने में?
हाँ, पसंद है. मैं इंडिया में रियलिटी शो में बिग बॉस में थी.
She's been on a reality TV show before and she likes it. She's been on a reality show in India. It was called Big Boss.
Oh, okay. How about with just her own, like her being the star of the show? Would she be interested in that?
वो बोल रहा है कि तुम कभी खुद का करना चाहती हो, खुद का रियलिटी शो?
ऐसा तो मैंने नहीं सोचा. हो सके तो मैं कर भी लूँगी.
She said, I never thought about that, but if I was offered it, I would definitely do it.
Nice. Now, also, too, in the documentary, there's the whole situation with her legs were broken. Are they still like that?
वो पूछ रहा है कि तुम्हारे पैर टूटे हुए थे जब उसने डॉक्यूमेंट्री देखा था. क्या तुम्हारे पैर अभी भी ऐसे हैं या फिर ठीक हो गए?
नहीं, मेरे पैर अभी भी फ्रैक्चर है. उसमें वो पैर अभी भी फ्रैक्चर है. उसमें बेल्ट लगा हुआ है तो मैं चल पाती हूँ.
Her leg is still fractured. In order to walk around, she has to wear a belt on it so she can walk normal.
Wow. Is it painful? It has to be painful.
कभी दर्द होता है तुम्हें?
नहीं.
तुम्हारे पैर पर?
नहीं.
She said she doesn't feel the pain as much anymore. She's a lot better now. Mm-hmm.
Has she seen any more doctors about it or seen doctors in the United States about it?
तुमने अमेरिका में डॉक्टर को दिखाया था?
अमेरिका से डॉक्टर लोग इंडिया में आए थे जब मेरी डॉक्यूमेंट्री बनी थी. उन लोगों ने चेकअप किए थे तो उन्होंने मुझे ये कैलिपर बनाने बोला था क्योंकि मुझे मेरा ऑपरेशन नहीं कर सकते.
When she was shooting the documentary in India, they had doctors from America go to India to check her up, and they advised her to wear the belt, and because she can't be operated, so she has to wear the belt.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, growing up and going through school, kids can be mean. Was she ever teased at all, or was everybody pretty supportive of her and friendly to her?
जब तुम बच्ची थी और स्कूल में जा रही थी, क्या किसी ने तुम्हें कभी तंग किया था, दूसरे बच्चों ने तुम्हें?
नहीं, मुझे मेरे स्कूल में किसी भी बच्चों ने मुझे तंग नहीं किया, जबकि सारे बच्चे मेरे साथ मुझे गोद में लेके रहते थे, मेरी हेल्प करते थे हर काम में, मेरे साथ सब अच्छे रहते थे।
क्या तुम्हें किसी ने कभी भी तंग किया, तुम छोटी हो उसकी वजह से?
नहीं, मुझे किसी ने कभी भी तंग नहीं किया। जब मैं बाहर जाती थी तो भले पब्लिक लोग ऐसे ही बहुत अजीब से सवाल पूछते थे, वैसे किया। स्कूल में, फैमिली में मेरे कजन्स लोगों ने या स्कूल में फ्रेंड्स लोगों ने कभी कुछ नहीं किया।
She never had anyone tease her in school. When she would go out with family or friends, people would stare at her and ask her weird questions, but it's never happened in school or within her family.
Wow. And does her family like travel with her all the time? Are they always there to help her and protect her?
क्या तुम्हारे फैमिली लोग हमेशा तुम्हारे साथ रहते हैं?
हाँ, मेरे साथ हमेशा मेरे मम्मी पापा और मेरी सिस्टर रहती है।
She's always with either her parents or one of her siblings. Somebody always has to be around to take care of her.
Do they enjoy traveling around with her to the other countries and the possibilities of her becoming a star?
क्या उनको अच्छा लगता है कि तुम्हारे साथ बाहर घूमना, जब तुम शूटिंग पर जाती हो तुम्हारे साथ आना, उसको पसंद है ये सब कुछ करना?
उनको पसंद है और वो इसलिए मेरे साथ रहते हैं, क्योंकि मैं बहुत छोटी हूँ और मैं अकेली नहीं रह सकती हूँ, इसलिए मेरे साथ मेरी फैमिली रहती है।
They travel with her because they like to watch her, succeed, but also because she has to have somebody take care of her. She can't do most things by herself.
Sure.
So she has to have somebody watching her.
Okay. And is she stopped a lot? I'm sure people must stop her all the time on the street and want to take pictures with her or just meet her. Does she get that a lot?
जब तुम कहीं बाहर जाती हो, क्या बहुत लोग तुम्हें स्टॉप करते हैं और बोलते हैं मेरे साथ फोटोज खींचो या फिर मुझे तुमसे मिलना है?
हाँ, करते हैं।
She said, yeah, she gets that often.
Does she like that?
क्या तुम्हें ये सब पसंद है?
हाँ, मुझे पसंद है। वो लोग इसीलिए करते क्योंकि मैं फेमस हूँ और जब स्टार दिख जाए तो हर कोई ऐसा करता है। अगर मुझे इंडिया में कोई बड़ा सुपरस्टार मिल जाए तो मैं भी ऐसे करूँगी।
She said she doesn't mind it because even when she's in India and she sees somebody that she watches, she gets really excited and wants to take pictures with them and meet them. So she understands that people want to meet stars. Right.
Now, also, too, in the documentary, it seemed like even some people almost consider her like a religious figure. Is that like kind of overwhelming for her?
वो पूछ रहा है कि तुम्हें देखकर कुछ लोग भगवान का भी रूप देते हैं, क्या तुम्हें ये सब अच्छा लगता है या फिर कभी परेशान हो जाती हो उससे देख के?
ये सब इंडिया में होता है। ये इंडिया के लोग मुझे भगवान मानते हैं, मतलब हर कोई नहीं, जिनकी सबकी अलग अलग सोच होती है वो करते हैं, पर मैं अपने आप को कभी नहीं माना कि मैं भगवान हूँ, ऐसा है वैसा है।
In India, some people believe that she's a form of a goddess, but she's never believed herself that she's a form of God. She doesn't consider herself to be anything close to God.
Does she also realize like how truly unique and special she really is? I mean, she's one in millions and millions of people easily. Does she consider herself lucky in a way?
तुम सब में से एक ही हो दुनिया में, क्या तुम कभी अपने आप को लकी समझती हो?
हाँ.
She said, yeah, she believes that she's very lucky.
Now, I see also, too, she has Facebook and Twitter. Does she like social media?
वो पूछ रहा है कि वो देखता है कि तुम्हारे पास Facebook है, Twitter है, क्या तुम्हें social networking पसंद है?
क्या पसंद है?
Facebook पे जाना और Twitter पे जाना.
हाँ, मुझे ये सब पसंद है। ट्विटर पे, फेसबुक पे, मैं हमेशा फेसबुक पे ऑनलाइन रहती हूँ।
She loves Facebook the most. She's always on Facebook.
and also too, she's very into makeup and fashion, and I see she also wants to consider maybe doing like possibly a fashion line or something.
तुम्हें मेकअप और फैशन बहुत पसंद है। तुमने कभी सोचा कि तुम खुद का फैशन करोगी?
मैं जब स्कूल में थी तो फैशन शो करती थी। अब इतना नहीं करती क्योंकि मेरे पैर में थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम है, तो मैं इतना नहीं कर पाती।
When she was in school, she would do fashion shows within the school, but after she had the leg incident, she hasn't been doing it so much.
Oh, okay. Now, how about is there any other future projects she can talk about or announce that she's going to be working on?
तुम्हारे पास कोई प्रोजेक्ट है जिसके बारे में तुम बात कर सकती हो अभी या फिर नहीं कर सकती?
हेलो।
हाँ।
मियामी जाना है। सब टीवी शो है। मियामी, स्पेन, रशिया, हांगकांग और बहुत सारे देश जाना है। जो हांगकांग में मेरी एक मूवी का ऑफर आया है, उसका सब कुछ सब रेडी है, सिर्फ मुझे जाके शूटिंग करना है वहाँ।
She has to go to Miami after this for a TV show. She can't say the name just yet. And she's also going to Russia for a TV show. And in Hong Kong, she got a movie offer, which is all ready. So as soon as she's ready to shoot, she'll be shooting the movie in Hong Kong.
Wow. Very nice. And how about going back to American Horror Story? Who did she enjoy working with the most? And is she going to did she make any close friends on the show that she's going to miss?
American Horror Story में तुम सबसे ज़्यादा किसकी करीब हो और क्या तुम उसको मिस करोगी जब तुम चली जाओगी तब?
मुझे अमेरिकन हॉरर स्टोरी में जितने भी एक्टर्स हैं वो सब बहुत प्यार करते हैं और मुझे उनके साथ रह के अभी मुझे उनके साथ रह के 4 महीने हो गए और मैं उन सबको बहुत ज़्यादा मिस करूँगी। अगर मैं उनसे एक दिन भी नहीं मिली तो मुझे बहुत अजीब, बहुत अलग, अच्छा नहीं लगता।
She said all the actors are very important to her, and she's gotten very close to all of them within the 4 months that they've worked together. And when she leaves, she's going to miss them very much. Even when she doesn't see them for a day, she feels really weird through the day. So when she goes back to India, she'll miss them very much.
That's sad. Now, how about with that show too? I see sometimes they bring characters back as different characters in future seasons. Would she like to do something like that? Come back as maybe a different character?
उस शो में कभी-कभी लोग फिर से आते हैं दूसरे सीजन में दूसरा कैरेक्टर करते हुए। क्या तुम्हें भी आना है? अगर दूसरा सीजन आएगा तो फिर दूसरा कैरेक्टर बना के?
हाँ, मैं चाहूँगी कि मैं फिर से अमेरिकन हॉरर स्टोरी में आऊँ।
I would definitely like to come back to American Horror Story.
Nice. Well, is there anything else she wants to add before we close off? Anything else special or anything she can say?
क्या तुम और कुछ बोलना चाहती हो जाने से पहले?
हाँ, मैं सबको यही कहूँगी कि अमेरिकन हॉरर स्टोरी शो देखें और उसे व्यूअर्स दें और वोटिंग करें.
She said, before I leave, I'd definitely like to say to all of my viewers to watch American Horror Story and it'll be very exciting to see what happens through the show.
Nice. Well, I want to thank you for your help, and I want to thank her for taking time and sitting with us and talking with us, and we wish her all the luck in the world, and we hope to have her come back and promote future projects, and we consider her a friend now.
वो तुम्हें थैंक यू बोलना चाहता है और बोलता है कि तुम्हें दुनिया की सारी खुशी मिले और अब तुम उसकी दोस्त बन गई.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, thank you guys. Thanks for calling in, and I guess we'll be talking soon, hopefully.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
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 Well, that was pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, you're right. That was a lot of firsts for us.
That was a trifecta first.
Yeah, and I had the questions, but I wanted to send them to you because I didn't want it to be like 2 or 3 different voices, and then, you know what I mean, just confusing
right.
or whatever. I figured it was better that way.
Yeah, dude, honestly, I didn't think it was going to happen because I hadn't heard from her since yesterday. She asked me to get back to her as soon as possible, and I emailed her back. I'm like, 2 o'clock, because she had to let the translator know and all. And then I didn't hear nothing until literally 5 to 2. The translator started emailing me. Yeah, the translator's emailing me saying, all right, I'm going to be the one, blah, 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 how do you want to work this? So I tell her, she's like, all right. And then 2 o'clock, she emails me back. She goes, she's having a problem with her phone. You have to give us like 15, 20 minutes, which means probably her phone was dead.
Right. That's funny. That's a really cool interview, man. Especially like you said, first, Guinness World Record and all that. First American Horror Story.
Yeah, it was definitely good call on that. Good idea for a guest, and it was really interesting. I mean, I've been watching all this stuff and researching all this stuff on her the last 2 days. Very, very interesting.
Oh yeah, did you watch the YouTube documentary?
Yeah, totally.
I watched that one too. It was fascinating.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just imagine though, like how strong you have to be to she's walking around on broken legs.
Dude, it was freaking me out with the when they were at the doctor's, and the doctor took the brace off, and he was literally just bending the middle of her leg like that. I was like, oh my Lord, like I was freaked out. Oh, but yeah, if people should, I mean, if you want to find out more about her, there's a great, it's about an hour-long documentary on YouTube. You can find out, a lot of information about her. It was done actually a few years ago when she was 16. She's now 20, and it's just very, very interesting. And she's in the Guinness Book of World Records. She was the world's smallest teenager, and now she's the world's smallest girl, I guess they're calling her.
Yeah, it was something else, man. And actually, she was really good on American Horror Story too. Like her character was fun to watch, and I was a little pissed that she got killed off too.
Yeah, dude, I didn't even know that until I guess last night when I was going through and just Googling her and seeing what the recent stories were, and I came across a story they killed her off, and like there was like 400 and something comments, and people were really, really upset by it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, she really left a lasting mark. But it seemed, this is what my take on it was, but it seemed like they kind of, I guess, with her, the language barrier, it was kind of difficult for them. So I think that might have been part of the reason. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I remember we talked in private, and I was convinced that she spoke English because she did speak English on the show, and it must have been just, learning specific phrases and stuff like that. So that's, you like, on top of everything else that we've talked about, she also had to learn the language in the script just to, get what you wanted to say across. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and you know what, like, as soon as I emailed her the other night, she answered me right back, and she has proper English grammar in her emails. Like, you wouldn't be able to tell. Her English and grammar is probably a lot better than mine. Yeah, I mean, she was. We were going back and forth in a conversation, and then when she brought up about a translator, I was like, whoa! And I said to you, I'm like, once the whole process, before the process really got rolling, I said to you, does she know English? And you're like, oh yeah, she does. And then I'm like, dude, she needs a translator.
Yeah, man, that's pretty crazy.
But she started right off. I asked her if she can say for us, this is Jyoti Amge from American Horror Story, and you're listening to Totally German Radio. She nailed it. She got it.
Absolutely. That's going to be my new favorite one.
Should make that as like a ringtone.
Very cool.
Very, very cool. Very good interview. Good choice
what
there, Nick.
Up for?
Yeah, good morning, friend. I'm sending you messages. I'm like, oh man, he's sleeping. Please wake up. Please wake up.
No, I got up in time for that. It turns out just a couple minutes on time.
Yeah, right? A couple seconds.
Yeah.
Wow, that
Very
was awesome.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, keep them guest ideas coming, Nick, and we'll keep working on them. And, yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed it, and we got a lot more good stuff planned for you. So stay tuned to Totally Driven Radio.